So one book that I've really come to love, and it's been my personal framework for designing the classes that I teach at the university level, as well as some of the work that I've done inside of classrooms with students, is Cultivating Genius by Gholdy. This book is one of those things that took what we've learned about culturally relevant pedagogy and gave us really tangible strategies to do with kids. So she has designed a historically responsive literacy framework to really give teachers those tools to be able to work with students, to understand not only what this is, but also how to bring that out in themselves so that they have that self-discovery through their own identity, and also towards justice and criticality so that we can make some changes. So I love how she sets this book up, where the first two chapters are probably my favorite part of her whole book, because she really helps us understand the history behind some of these terms and why it's important. The rationale she does in just a couple of pages is quite incredible. I felt like I knew and understood so much more just by reading those first two chapters to get the background of why we need this historically responsive literacy framework. And then she goes in, most of her book is inside of that framework. So it goes from identity, starting with identity. So who are these students? And she has a lot of lesson ideas that you can do inside of the classroom. I've tried so many of them, both with students and pre-service teachers, and I love them. They really help build community across our classroom and also give students time to just kind of dig deeper into who they are. She also has a section on skills, literacy skills, teaching through these, intellect, and then she ends with criticality. So really helping students think critically about these texts that they're reading and that they're writing, so that we can move towards more of a social justice stance. And I love how this progresses over time, because it really takes it from doing some introspective work to really making a difference inside of our community, in our classroom, whatever, our world, making sure that we are doing something with this new knowledge that we formed. And so I like her book because she presents it in a way that really values, she talks about Black excellence, but excellence in students, and really thinking about how can we make more inclusive classrooms that are equitable and just for all students that we serve. And we do that through this framework, the four-layered framework that she presents, but also by the text that we select, the plans that we write, whether that be unit plans or lesson plans. And she gives some really great ideas and examples inside of the book for what this might look like in your classroom. So this is one of those books that does a beautiful job of not only painting the historical relevance and providing that sense of urgency around the topic, but also gives practical examples of what this looks like in the classroom, not only in the lessons that are provided, but also the student examples in the book. So it feels like you are stepping inside of her classroom and what this looks like and what is possible. So I just love this book. I think that it is so needed. I think every single teacher needs to read this. And I think every student deserves to have this framework inside of their classroom, not only just to see, themselves represented, but also understand and appreciate the diversity of those around them and the cultures that surround them. And so that we can have a world that is more inclusive and just and equitable. So I hope you'll check this out by Gholdy. She's done so many great speaking engagements, and so I had the privilege to listen to her a couple of times. And so if you ever get the chance, she has one that is just so inspirational to listen to, and you just take away so much knowledge just in the short time that she speaks. So I hope that you'll check the book out, and let me know how you like it.